She cheated and then introduced me to her boyfriend. So imagine thinking that you just had a simple one night stand with a girl that you met on a dating site, only to meet her boyfriend 2 weeks later in a club while she introduces you like nothing happened. No, this isn't a plot line from a Tyler Perry movie. This was my life back in 2014. And looking back, this whole situation taught me a lot of lessons about modern dating, lust, and the way some people just see, black men as a fantasy or some sort of experience. All right, so let me set the scene. This is back in 2014, and yes, I was in uni back in 2014. I know I'm a unk. Get over it, okay? It is what it is. I was living the, typical student life like most guys my age, and Tinder was a big part of the culture. It was very normal, like a very normal and casual thing to do. Just get your phone out, scroll on Tinder for a bit. Things would go a certain way or they wouldn't, it is what it is. And at the time, I definitely wasn't thinking about the long-term consequences of, hookup culture and hooking up with girls and stuff. It was never really something I was even that interested in. So when I did start doing it out of curiosity, it wasn't something I was like super engaged with, if that makes sense. I was kind of going with the flow, doing what everyone else was doing, trying to fit in. Because we're told that, it's normal and it's casual, but the more that I look back on it, the more I realize there isn't really much casual about these things. Something always goes a bit left. In my case, anyway. All right, so let me paint the picture. So I matched with this girl, let's call her Jennifer. So there's this girl, Jennifer, that I matched with on Tinder. She seemed cool, she was pretty attractive, she was chill, had like decent banter, we were just laughing, making jokes, whatever, flirting, typical stuff. And then one thing leads to another, and we set a date to, meet out in our uni club, because there was a club on our campus that all the kids, not kids, all the students used to go to. So we organized that, we'll meet there. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever happens, happens after that. So that was the plan. But now I think back on it, of course, this is like almost 10, 11 years ago now, so it's a long time to think on it. But there was definitely a lot of things that I ignored that I definitely should not have, because this was a very strange individual, should I say. Because I remember a few comments at the time that I kind of brushed off, stuff like, I've always been into black guys, or I've never been with a black guy before. And looking back, major red flag, but I can't lie, this brain was not thinking, if you know what I mean. There was a guy downstairs who was making the calls for me. So, I got charged to the game. Dr. Umar, I'm sorry, A brother gotta do what he gotta do. And obviously at the time, I'm thinking, oh, cool, she's into me. She likes me, I'm her type. But now I definitely realize that a lot of women don't really see black guys as people. Sometimes they see us as like an experience or like an experiment almost, like, oh, I wonder what it's like we're not fucking humans, but whatever. Anyway, so on the night we decided to meet up at the club. We're drinking, chilling, having a laugh, flirting, dancing with each other, X and Y. And all I'm gonna say is that she didn't hesitate, she didn't waste any time, should I say. She was doing a lot, and I was thinking, okay, right, I guess it's time to get out of it. I can't lie, I have a vivid memory of her like giving me maybe one of the worst kisses I've ever got in my life. Like, it was like full fucking Alien versus Predator shit, man. Just mouth wide, just... Anyway. We go back to mine, and, you probably know what happens from there, So after I'm thinking, all right, cool, sweet, safe, spud me, bro. Moving on, or so I thought, because 2 weeks later, I'm back in the club. I was going clubbing when I was a fresher in uni, Arrest me, why don't you? Just vibing, having a good time. Music's loud, energy's high, and then, out of nowhere, I hear my name. And the fact I'm in a club and I can hear my name, she was saying my name very loudly. Okay, so she wanted people around to know that she knew who I was. That's my theory anyway. So I turn around and guess who it is? It's Jennifer. She's walking towards me and she's got her arm around this guy. And before I can even react, she's standing in front of me, all excited. She goes, oh my God, I can't wait for you to meet my boyfriend. Boyfriend? I'm thinking, bitch, 2 weeks ago, I was your boyfriend 2 weeks. Damn. But obviously at the time, I'm coming process. I'm thinking, oh, okay. boyfriend, cool. Her boyfriend, maybe that's new. Maybe they just started dating. In my head, I'm running through like every scenario. Like, did I hear her right? Is this a test? Is she being weird? Is this some sort of weird mind game that girls do? Am I on camera? Like, and for the boyfriend, he's just standing there clueless. Like, he's just looking at me like, it's just smiling at me. I'm thinking, fuck. So I'm shaking his hand. Like, oh, safe, bro. Yeah, nice to meet you, man. And it's like, little did you know that we just fucking shared the same girl, bro. Like, it's a dark world we live in. It's a dark world we live in. And he was a brown brother as well, you know? He was a brown guy. So I'm thinking, yeah, she's trying to collect all the Pokemon out here. Like, she's trying to get one of every flavor, bro. So in the moment, of course, like, time slows down because I've got a choice here. Like, do I react? Do I call her out? Or do I just take the L in silence and just move on? And honestly, I played it cool, man. You know, I'm a pretty chill guy. I was like, oh, nice to meet you, bro. Spotted him and dipped, went to the bar. Probably got like 10 shots. No, I'm joking. But honestly, I was not about to get involved in that mess. Hell no. Like, you're not bringing me into that shit, bro. That's your own issue, you know? If you're doing that, that's tough. But that's tough for you. Like, I'm not involved. Now, at the time, of course, I just laughed off like, at some weird situation. But years later, I realized this moment taught me a lot about just like how dirty these streets can get, especially when there's like with this lust incorporated and just people out here have no integrity, bro. People out here doing dirty shit on the roads and they're smiling in your face. It's like, yeah, this ain't the life for me. Like, get me out of the streets. Get me out of the streets ASAP. And I did. Literally within a couple months after that, I was cuffed up, bro. And since then, I've been down. I've been with my girl since then, bro. Because I was like, yeah, these streets, it ain't for me. I ain't having these issues no more. Absolutely not. It's something that you can probably learn from my mistakes or maybe not mistakes, but from my experiences that, like, you know, this whole like hookup culture and promiscuity, it isn't really as free as they sell us. Like, whether it's these hookups or like these situationships, it's not a healthy way to live. And it's just like you're involving yourself in people's weird shit. Like, every situation leaves something behind, whether it's your energy, your self-respect, or just like being put into a situation that you never really wanted or expected to be in. And probably the biggest lesson it taught, like me personally as a person, is like, some of these white women, they devious, bro. They devious. Just like using us black kings as little experiments and shit and experiences. And I know for a lot of us black guys especially, like, I feel like a lot of us maybe take this as a compliment, you know, that she wants to experience a black guy, but it's like, it's not personal, bro. She doesn't like you. She likes what she thinks you are. And that's something I've always tried to take with me, like with my other relationships and situations. Like, are you someone that I think is just after some sort of experience, or do you actually care about who I am as a person? That's a very important question to ask yourself, guys. And you got to be careful with the kind of people that you're dealing with. Like, someone that's gonna cheat on their boyfriend like that. Like, what does that say about her character, really? Like, is she someone that has a morals or integrity that you kind of want to be around? Not really, man. If she can cheat on her boyfriend like that, she can probably do some crazy shit. And I was not trying to find out. And I'll be honest, man, like, just living with lust, living like lustfully, it really does cloud your judgment. Because if I wasn't so fucking horny as like a fucking like uni student first year, like, I would never even gone anywhere near someone like that. But I let, you know, this lust cloud my mind and just made me make weird decisions and do weird things that I really didn't have to do. So if there's about one thing I really learned from the situation, it's like having self-control is everything. Because the moment that you let lust take the wheel and really control you, you've lost. Because you've lost sight of what actually matters to you. You've lost sight of your standards, your self-respect, and most importantly, your peace. So I'm not trying to say that, you know, you shouldn't, you know, do your thing, do your macking, do your macking. I don't even say that. do your, you know, your stuff in the streets. So what I'm saying is, you gotta move smart, man. You gotta move intelligent. You gotta move like you got a brain up there, and not just think with the guy down there, right? Because he doesn't know anything. All he knows is, yeah, I want that. Well, hey, that's just my story. If you've got like a weird Tinder or like hookup horror story, let me know down in the comments. I want to hear, because I know you guys have been doing crazy shit. I see you. Yeah, don't leave me out here alone, guys, because I know you guys got worse stories than me. All right. Yeah.